The FTX cryptocurrency exchange quickly and brutally collapsed financially. Its CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, lost his $16 billion fortune almost immediately. SBF, as he is more commonly known, was able to trick nearly everyone in the world, though not entirely. Hey guys, what's up? And today, we're going to expose the highly corrupt government that can be easily bought. We've been following the case of SBF very closely, and it's clear that they have uncovered some serious corruption in our government. This could have a huge impact on our democracy if we don't act now. So sit back, hit that like and share button, and stay tuned with us till the end as we expose the highly corrupt government that can be easily bought with money. The major attraction at this year's DealBook Summit, the New York Times yearly $2,499 per ticket conference for brash business and political figures, was appropriately fallen FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. However, SBF, as he is generally called, was just the flashy headliner on a depressing roster of elites who were conference hopping. SBF, who is only 30 years old, hasn't had the time to equal the body count of fellow 2022 dealbooker and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the co-panelist Mark Zuckerberg, who has arguably destroyed more money in 2022 by investing billions of dollars in a metaverse project and tanking the firm's stock, might also lack the grandiose eloquence that SBF possesses. SBF might be the new Ken Lay or Elizabeth Holmes, yet he still interacts with the dubious elites that supported his fake crypto business. SBF and FTX. Sam was the jovial face of cryptocurrency in America for the previous year. He was a paper millionaire who was going to create a new regulatory structure and make it safe for the general public to gamble on speculative digital assets. SBF worked from his Bahamian base to legalize the cryptocurrency casino and bring it on shore. Although FTX was not the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, it was the one that was most well known to the American public, splashing cash around Capitol Hill and Hollywood. Behind-the-scene dealings. SBF, who is socially awkward but not timid, appeared in numerous commercials with Gisele Bündchen, an advisor for FTX on environmental and social initiatives, and spoke in front of Congress. He rose to prominence as a Democratic donor, but FTX also contributed $1 million to a PAC affiliated with Mitch McConnell, while corporate CEO Ryan Salami contributed $24 million to Republicans. Additionally, SBF asserted in an interview with cryptocurrency YouTuber Tiffany Fong that he also transferred almost $40 million to GOP coffers using dark money methods. As a bipartisan political force, FTX hired a former aide to Pennsylvania Republican Pat Toomey, a former member of the Senate Banking Committee, to serve as its in-house lobbyist and steered cryptocurrency regulation away from the more reclusive Securities and Exchange Commission and toward the more accommodating Commodity Futures Trade Commission. Crumbled beyond repair. All of that has now fallen apart, exposing a failing company that fluctuated between being careless, disorganized, deceptive, greedy, corrupt, and incompetent. In a sector rife with fraud and self-dealing, FTX may have, in the end, set a new benchmark by purchasing real estate for its employees, giving executives enormous loans, and stealing up to $10 billion in deposits from FTX exchange customers, and channeling the money to Alameda to fill in the gaps in its horrendously mismanaged balance sheet. Even John J. Ray III, who was hired to perform his cleanup duties for Enron yet again in the FTX scandal, was astounded by the mess that awaited him. If you had anticipated that SBF's debut on DealBook would answer any of these questions, at least the disappointment sunk in soon. Sorkin questioned SBF about his leadership as CEO, at first with a quivering voice. SBF looked down and muttered, "I was astonished by what happened this month." In a letter, a client claimed that SBF had stolen his money, and Sorkin reviewed the letter. The alleged thief said, "I'm very sorry about what occurred. SBF has sincerely accepted moral responsibility in his role as CEO in tweets and various interviews, but he has denied any particular misconduct beyond the vague acknowledgement that he messed up." Alameda reportedly maintained a margin position on FTX, but the position was much larger than he realized, according to SBF's version of the events. SBF's alleged stimulant use, polyamory rumors, opulent living arrangements, and bizarre, effective altruism ideology will provide color to the inevitable film and television adaptations. The FTX narrative is ultimately about money, both real and funny, and where it went. The more than 100 businesses that made up SBF's empire were funded with billions of dollars in venture capital and consumer money, and only a small portion of that money will be recovered. We are entitled to inquire as to the source of political contributions and how FTX was able to afford to offer sizable loans and lines of credit to financially fragile companies during the summer's market crash. Where did the funds originate? Perhaps we'll know soon, as the investigations are going on. It is evident that the money has been stolen from accounts that FTX consumers were led to believe were secure. It was all funny money anyway, so it was either outright stolen, frittered away, squandered on real estate, or channeled to a hedge fund, making laughably reckless bets. The higher-ups at FTX were instructed to accept maximal danger by their shabby, amphetamine-fueled philosophical system. This was a game. Except for the loss currently plaguing the victims of this fraud, nothing of it was true. Are you, or your known ones, a victim of this huge fraud? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so that we can keep you updated. Thank you for watching.